Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tasha Tashaa. Well, I thought I'd come back to you today with a little bit of a story time. What made me come into the UK, what made me set up a life in the UK and have a career in the UK. So if you want to get to know more about me and what's been going on, then definitely continue watching to the very end of this video. Okay, so what made me move to the UK after living in Ireland almost all my life? What happened was, this is so funny, back in 2016 June, I had been working for Concern as a recruiter. Okay, and I just turned 25 years old in June of 2016. So I woke up one day feeling very like, I'm too comfortable in my life. I have a great apartment, I have a great job, we go drinking a lot, but I was 25 and I wanted a little bit more. And I decided at the jump of the whim, I was gonna quit my job and move to the UK. Now, I was super lucky because I already had two of my best friends living here, as I mentioned in my previous video. One had moved here to London a few months prior, and the other one had been living here about a year. So I decided, okay, let me hand in my resignation, tell my landlord I was not going to continue living there, and move to a country where I had no idea what was going to happen to me. But the reason it wasn't like a hard choice for me is because it's only 45 minutes on the plane from here to Ireland. So it's pretty easy and it was a quick decision I made. Literally, I thought about it, and in the space of 24 hours, I'd already decided I was going to leave. So it was a really quick decision. It wasn't hard for me. I wanted a little bit more in my life, and I wasn't getting it at that particular time in Ireland. And at that time when I was in Ireland, I was living in Dublin. So Dublin is a big city in Ireland, and it's bustling, it's vibrant, it's very cultural. But I just thought, let me do something outside my comfort zone that's not gonna get me too scared. All right, so I moved here on the 29th of July 2016, I believe. And at this point, I had my whole life in a suitcase, my backpack, and I arrived at the airport, and I think it was Gatwick Airport I arrived at, and one of my best friends came to meet me, and it was just, as soon as I got off that flight, it felt like I was in a different country. Yes, I am in a different country, but you don't really realize it when you're only like across the pond, or it seems so, it's completely different. The people, the energy, it was just so vibrant and fun. And not to knock Ireland, because Ireland is a lot of fun, but it was just a cultural difference. So then I got here on the 29th of July, as I said, and I went to go stay with one of my best friends who had been here only a couple of months prior. And I started applying for jobs immediately. Even before I left Ireland, I was applying for jobs, and I was flying back and forth, going for interviews, but I hadn't really found the role I wanted to get into. So then I came here, started looking for jobs, and I managed to save a little bit of money from last paycheck for my job, and also my money for my my deposit for my flat. So I had a bit of money saved up, but not enough to live off of. So I was looking for a job. I was going to Luton. So we lived in Edgware at the time, and I was going to Luton. Luton was the only one I really remember going to because it was so far. Dude, it literally took me about nearly 2 hours. And I went there, and the job that I went to interview was just going to be commission. Commission. No, you girl gotta eat. You know what I mean? So I turned that job down. They gave it to me, and I turned that job down. And then I went through an agency that started like sending me out to different job interviews. I went to Gumtree. I went to so many different places. And then I submitted my CV to another role that was in central London, and I got the job. Go me. So I'd been in the UK for about 2 weeks at that stage, and I got the job. I was so blessed. I felt so lucky as well. And then I got that, and I was at that job for about 7 months, and I absolutely loved it. The travel was commutable, so it took me about an hour commute. And you might think that's a lot, but it's in London. An hour is actually a really good amount of commuting to do. That's kind of like the standard norm. So about an hour to commute. I loved the job. It was like from 9 to 5, and then on Fridays you could leave at 4. So what I did was telesale, selling in technology stuff to other companies. But the girl got made redundant after 7 months. Now, it wasn't just me, so calm down. You guys knows how to work hard. So it was the whole team in that little structure. We all got made redundant. And here I am, fresh off the boat and coming into this country, you know, completely not knowing what to do. I started freaking out. I was like, you know what, I've come too far to just quit. So I started looking again. And then I got my new job, where I've been there now. It's going to be my 2 years anniversary on the 29th of April. And I definitely see myself being here for another couple of years, just to like sow my oats and see what the crack is going on. But yeah, no, it's been a great adventure. I've absolutely loved all of it. But yeah, shout out to my two girlfriends who, had it not been for them, I don't think I would have taken that leap to come here, because I'm not that brave. Your girl isn't that brave. So had it not been for my girls, I don't know if I'd managed to secure that kind of strength to come here. It's been a great roller coaster. It's been up and down. They say that the first year is the hardest when you move to a country. My God, it was the hardest for all of us. I will divulge into more detail as to what kind of year we had. Like, we had the worst traumatic first year in the UK. But God is good. Like, literally, he is so good. Without him, I probably wouldn't even be here telling you this story now, as minor as it is. But it's been a great experience being in the UK, coming from Ireland and coming here. The cultures are very different, and I'll get into that down the line, but not just yet. But it has been such a great source of opportunity for me. But my heart is Ireland, and I will 100% move back home one day. That is where I see myself raising a family, getting married and all that shebang. Because there's no place like home. And yes, I am South African as well. Don't get it twisted, right? So your girl is Afro-Irish. Get that right, Afro-Irish. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that little ramble, and that you give this video a thumbs up, and if you liked it, comment. I'm really excited to be back on YouTube, guys. I'm so sorry that I didn't put a video last week. Your girl had a very busy week, and a very busy weekend. But yeah, and yeah, it was such a busy weekend last week that I got a tattoo. But you'll have to wait and continue watching my videos before I start showing stuff like that to you. Alright, but it's been great. If you have any questions, don't forget to put them in the comment below, and I will answer all of them. And I look forward to seeing you next week, Sunday. Thanks so much for watching. Your girl, Tasha Tashaa. Mwah! See you next week.